Looking at the S&P 500 right now, the S&P 500 is currently trading at an all-time high. One of the challenge about the all-time high is a lot of investors, a lot of traders, a lot of day traders, swing trader, whatever you call your name, a lot of them actually decide to create a kind of, should I call it, might or a kind of belief that anytime a particular index or asset is trading at the all-time high, everybody needs to be careful. But the truth is, sometimes the all-time high becomes the all-time bottom. Yes. For example, when this particular trade got to this place, a lot of people will be concerned because they've just broken this resistance here. 1, 2, 3. So now they are going up here, and somebody will be saying, be careful, we are at all-time high. Then they got a little deep, say, I told you that we are at all-time high. Right now, you are witnessing it. And guess what? The stock, the S&P 500 continue to move. And right now, this area has currently served as what? As a previous support area. So that is why you need to be careful when you are investing or when you are trading to actually know what you are doing. Because sometimes where you think the stock will actually reverse, it might actually continue to trend. And that is what we are going to be looking at. We'll be looking at our previous calls. We're looking at what the S&P 500 is doing, what the Dow Jones Index is doing, what VIX is doing, so that we can get ourselves prepared ahead of what to expect in the market. As we all know, Trump has actually extended the ceasefire, even though we don't know how the extension look like. Maybe by 1 week, by 1 year, by 1 month, we don't have that idea. But only Mr. Trump actually know when it's going to call off the ceasefire. So we are still having that grace, and that is why you see the market. The market is actually ignoring what is going on in the market right now. For the first time, the market is building up a resistance that all these news, all this external force is no longer a challenge. And why is it happening like that? Because it is human that are actually trading. So human have come to realize that last time I sold, nothing happened. Let me just trade this thing as if nothing is happening. And that is why we observe that the market right now is currently strong and is currently building up strong. And we are going to look at some things that happen in the market. And this weekend, I'll be dropping 2 stocks in a special sector that I think they are ready to move. And I think those stocks will create millionaires. We create millionaires, irrespective of what is going on in the Middle East. But without wasting time, you are welcome to the Stock Up Nation with Uncle Joe, where I give you tips on how to grow in the market, how to make money in the market, both crypto, dividend stocks, and value stocks, high growth stocks. We are going to discuss everything on how to make money in this market. So let's quickly jump to what happened in the market. We can look at the index so far. The S&P 500 gained 1.05%. And looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, it gained 0.69%. And that is a good one because we are now getting green in the market. Yes. And we are going to continue to have that in the market even next week. And that is why I want you to take advantage of any recommendation I'm giving you. And we have the Russell 2000 index also gained 0.74%, which amounts to 20.41 basis points. And we have the S&P TSS Composite also gained. The only one that is losing 1.65 is the Vespa index. So I don't want to take us to all these other areas. So let's look at the top gainers so far in the market. We have the likes of Xanadu Quantum. We have the likes of Navita Semiconductor. We have the likes of Lightwave. So you can see all these stocks. One I want to draw attention to, which I think we may talk about later, is the Oklo. Oklo is actually one stock that has printed a lot of millionaires, guys. You won't believe that this stock was selling at a single digit. Yeah, at a single digit. And right now, we have it in a double digit on its way to triple digit. So looking at the Vanova, GE Vanova, we have Mascom Corporation, we have Strategy International, we have the Sacco Internet Group. So these are some top news in the market as each record high, as record quarter guidance. So we are in the period of earnings, which you'll be getting some earnings play. Maybe in subsequent video, I'll teach you how to play earnings, how to make money during earnings. So let's quickly jump to other stocks that we've done that we recommended. One of them is Credo, and I want to say big congratulations to those who actually key in into Credo. And right now, we've hit our third target. Congratulations, guys! I'm so excited. Even though I'm not the one making the money, your success is my success. Some of you join at the when we hit our first target. Some of you, that was when you come across the video and you bought, and some actually get in around the second target. Then when we are approaching the third target, I was skeptical and I was expecting a pullback. Because I don't want any of you to lose money. So that is why I discouraged some investors reaching out to me to actually key in when it was approaching the third quarter, but I refused the third target. But I refused because I don't want a situation where you will lose any money. You understand? But right now, I'm so happy because a lot of you that key in around this area where when I recommended this stock are actually making cool money. Let's even look how much you should be making if you enter around when I actually recommend this. I recommended it. You see, by now you'll be making 60%. 60% of $100,000 invested in Credo will give you $60,000 as profit. $60,000, and that's how I trade. I don't put my eggs in too many baskets, and that is why if you notice, I just recommend one or two. I'm not bringing 10 that you will not be confused. You will know which to go for. But anyway, that is just my pattern. I'm not saying you should follow. You can diversify and buy a lot. Maybe one or two will go up, and you say that's good. So, and the one that is on our list, when I did the analysis of this particular stock, I actually emphasize the need for you to have patience. You understand? Because it's going to go up. It's going to go up, but you need to have patience. It's a slow mover. It's a slow mover. You understand? But it's going to deliver. Yes, that's one thing you need to know about Ceasefire. Ceasefire is going to deliver. I've done details analysis. I've shown you their product. I've shown you what they do. We've looked at the money they are making. We've seen their earnings. You've seen how they are be able to increase their revenue, and they are bringing more products. You understand? They even have crypto. You understand? They have crypto, and you get the companies are making fees from all these transactions and loans also. So this is the app for Gen Z. They have app for Gen Z, and the platform accommodates both Gen Z and whatever generation you are. They accommodate even Gen Beta. They are accommodating Gen Beta right now. So, and even the millennials, they are accommodating all of them. So that is why you need to key in early. So if I were you, and I actually entered Credo, I entered Credo when you saw my video. Now, what I will advise you to do is, of course, Credo is going to do a all-time high. So during that all-time high, you can decide to lock in your profit and bring the profit to Ceasefire and put it on Ceasefire. You can see. So our all-time high here is 214. So once we cross this 214 region, you can do what? You can take your profit and bring it to Ceasefire. You can look at it here and bring it to Ceasefire. So the banking stocks are always an interesting stocks because they deal with money and they deal with numbers. They deal with a lot of people and they take fees. So, and for Ceasefire, they have different ways of making money, different way of making money. So Credo hitting all-time high, or you take your profit as we've done. We've hit target 3. Yes, we hit our target 3. So you take your money and bring it to Ceasefire. I bet you it might take you to May ending before you get this return, but it's very very short. Just in case you need a faster play that is going to move the way Credo moved, this weekend I'm going to bring two stock in another sector. Those two stock I will do proper analysis also, and you will see why I'm asking you to buy, and you will see the reason why you need to get into the stock, and the stock is going to deliver just like Credo also delivered. So just in case you are still watching, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. You can come here and check Ceasefire just in case you need more details on my analysis on Ceasefire. Come here and check Ceasefire, and we also talk about some defense play. So let's look at one of the defense play so that we can know how it is currently performing. Guess what? So this one also is playing as you expect. Also, it's playing well. Is going to do numbers. It's going to do numbers. But the movement of this particular stock is 50% dependent on what happened in the Middle East. But of course, they've gotten some they've gotten some investment. They've gotten some investment, and they have some production going on. So I think even though if everything settles today, that production is still going to take place. And you can see the information here said its low-cost laser system completed an October live fire demo aboard USS George H.W. Bush, detecting, tracking, and neutralizing multiple drones. Shares jump 8% to 2. So you can see they've started testing their product. And they are testing it using the HW Bush, that is USS, that's US naval ship George H.W. Bush. That is the name of the warship. You understand? That's the name of the warship. And it has started moving up. Guys, are you not happy I'm putting you on display as early as possible? I'm not telling you to buy at the top. I'm bringing it as early as possible. And I'm attaching the catalyst, not one, not two, not three, so that you will be able to make money and you will not regret being in the market. Yes, that is the main purpose why you need to understand how to play this game. So I just share some highlights on what the S&P 500 is doing, and what is my take as we are getting into the new all-time high. We'll continue to push. And one of the target I gave, I said the S&P 500 will actually hit 8,000. I actually said 7,700. Yes, but from the look of things, it's going to hit 8,000. Before we get any retracement again, then we'll have a continuation. Yes, that is what is going to happen. I'm not expecting any massive correction or crash this season. If it is next year, of course, we'll be here till next year, and I'll also let you know what is going to happen. And if the crash is coming, of course, I'm going to put you on in that information. But just in case I'm not able to do video, those that will eventually join my community will get that information ahead of time so that they can close their position and leave the ones that they are going to leave, because even though when the market crash, some stocks will actually stand the test of time. So I just shared top gainers in the US stock. And if you look at the US prediction market, right now, prediction market, which is Polymarket, has now been integrated to US Finance, to Yahoo Finance, I beg your pardon. So let's just jump to Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz returns to normal by end of April. You can see the chances is very, very low. So definitely that will not happen this month. This is based on prediction though. Then which company has the best AI model at the end of April? I think I'll give it to Anthropic. Anthropic had the highest. Let's quickly jump to ChatGPT 5.5 release on, of course, they said this month. They have to release it this month because of Anthropic, because Anthropic is taking a lot of customers. So what Iranian demands will Trump agree to in April? So a lot of people voted for oil sanction that is going to agree on that enrichment of uranium. I'm not sure if they are going to do a transit fuels. Is not going to accept that in the Strait of Hormuz. So Fed decision in June. So we have majority of investors voted that there will be no change. There will be no change in Fed meeting in June. So there will not be, as in no rate cuts, or so everything will remain the same. So there will no increase and no cut. So it's going to remain. That is what a lot of people agreed on or voted for. But we're going to see what will happen during that period. Then Strait of Hormuz traffic returns to normal by the end of May. So here we have 42% chance that Strait of Hormuz is going to return to normal. So from the look of things, I think maybe by the time we are getting close to maybe first week of May, maybe this must have increased to maybe 50 or 60%. So how many Fed rates cut in 2026? So majority are saying zero. That's what majority are actually voting for. So I think this is the only prediction Okay, let's see this one. We ships transit the Strait of Hormuz any day by the end of April. Just 20% chance that it's going to do that. But anyway, we are still watching. We're just looking at what concerns us and what can actually boost our portfolio. So this is just what I just want to share with you. I just want to share with you what is currently happening in the market. And as you can see, this is the current top gainers which we've looked at. We've looked at top gainers so far. And except we want to look at top losers. Let's see some companies that are currently losing right now. So we have the likes of Avis Budget Group. These guys are losing, guys. We have Nestva. We have Calis. Which other one? We have Equiphas. These guys are losing. We have QSQ. We have ZLab. Anyway, just for you to get some clue on some stocks that are actually going down. So that is just what I want to share with you. Just want to give you update on the S&P 500, what is going on in the news, top gainers and top losers, and our previous calls that I've made. So guys, thank you once more for watching, and don't forget that anything I say here is not a buy, sell, or hold recommendation. Whatever I do here is for edutainment and purpose. So do well to share this video with your family and friends, share it with your frenemies, share it with your enemies, share it with your wicked cousin, and share it with a lot of people so that they also can gain financial freedom. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that I get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit. I love you, my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. Hands to earth salute. Continue to trade and prosper. See you in the next one.